How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video, the Duke archetype is a home run machine. So let's go ahead and get right into it. If you want to check out how to build this created player, I'll post a link in the comment section down below. I'm also going to include an additional link that will talk about how to fix a potential ball player glitch where your Road to the Show series might actually freeze or something may happen to where you have to start a new one. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in this video, and then the actual gameplay will be time-stamped at about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But this is one version of the Duke archetype, and this is with 3 contact perks activated. The one I'm going to be using is this one right here with 2 contact perks and 2 power perks and the equipment items that I showed at the beginning of the video. But basically, one way to fix any type of glitch would be to start a brand new Road to the Show. You want to hit square on this option screen, start new, and I'm going to take you through each step by step, and I actually found a different type of way to activate and restart your created ball player. So follow these exact steps right here. My second baseman is my best 99 overall created player, but you actually have to activate the other one. You have to create a brand new one, activate it through this menu screen. Now you can see it changed in the background. You can see that it's a 70 overall, kind of where I put those letters. And now we're activating the 99 overall. You're going to hit the back button twice, B on Xbox, circle on PlayStation, and you should be good there. If you're on Switch, you got to hit the button on the right side of your controller. But basically, you are going to load the roster and start up a brand new Road to the Show. I'll take you quickly through it. I have a roster for the Phillies that I've loaded in, and that's exactly how I'm going to do it. So if you have this set up already, then go ahead and skip ahead to 3 minutes and 30 seconds where we're actually getting into a ranked seasons game with this ball player. This is for a lot of people that are still having trouble. If you download a roster and hop into Road to the Show, then there's a good chance that the Road to the Show mode will glitch out. Basically because the mode is designed to start up with the traditional roster within the game. And that's kind of what we saw happening in those 2 videos that will be linked in the comment section down below. But as you can see here, we've answered all the correct questions to get on the team that we want. We have an extremely adjusted roster to where a lot of the players are terrible and only one team has a lot of good players. That will allow you to grind through these archetype programs very quickly. And if you follow the method that I did, you will have both the anomaly archetype and the Duke archetype to switch around. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be mixing it up, trying a few different ones out, depending on which ones I like. And I'm going to be adjusting the attributes as well. So we're going to go ahead and hop into the gameplay. I know this was kind of a long intro, but I'm trying to help out as many people as I can. If I was able to help you out in some way, definitely leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. If you are interested in perfect home runs, in the previous video, I posted 9 minutes of perfect home runs. So definitely check that out. But we're going to go ahead and hop into a game with this Duke archetype. And we're using the creative player in the 2 spot this time because he does not have the maxed out speed. He does not provide the same type of base running threat that the anomaly does, but he does bring the bat to the field, and that is kind of what we're looking for. We need a home run. We need a couple of them because we're down by 3, gave up a 3-run shot to Josh Bell. We need Pablo Sanchez, the Duke, to step it up, and he goes deep on a slider. A little bit below the zone there, swung a little late, got under it, hit it out for a homer. That 120 contact is definitely going to make a difference. As you could tell from the screenshot at the beginning of the video, I could get up to 125 contact and 121 power. But for this one, I wanted the maxed out power. As you can see there, Pablo Sanchez hit his 2nd home run of the game. Here we're going for a 3rd. And Pablo Sanchez hits a no-doubter. He was actually the only person to show up on our team for offense. I ended up losing this game 4-3. And most of my ranked seasons losses have been a 1-run deficit. That has been consistent over the last few years as well. Sometimes, the games that I've lost, I just have not hit the ball that well. Obviously, Pablo Sanchez hit 3 home runs, and that wasn't enough. That should have been enough if I was able to get something going with anybody else on the team. But this was the build for the creative player. I'm going to be using this card a lot more. We are going to get some gameplay with both the Duke and the Anomaly in this video. I wanted to kind of show you some different variations. This is the Anomaly archetype with 2 contact and 2 power perks. This is the anomaly archetype with 3 contact and 1 power perk. But I like all of them. I like all 4 of these variations. I also have the Showboat Diamond archetype maxed out, but I have not tried that one. I just don't see any reason to, especially with those 2 kind of 5-tool, 4-tool type of players. We're going to go ahead and hop into another game of Ranked Seasons. I'm trying to make it into the 700 rating. I want to play on Hall of Fame. I want to play on some of the harder difficulties, and we need to get some dubs here. So we start this next game off with a couple of 2-run shots. Mike Trout and Francisco Lindor go deep. I had a couple opportunities with Pablo Sanchez. I was just swinging a little bit too early. Pulled a few foul home runs. Here we're kind of getting the timing back a little bit. This was not happening in the previous game, but we are able to hit a couple of home runs here early on. 3 homers in the 4th to make it a 5-2 game. This opponent hit one of his own, but Mike Trout with a second bomb in this one. I really do like this face of the franchise Mike Trout card. He is almost like an anomaly type of player, and that's kind of what I was going off of when I was building my creative player. I want a guy kind of like Tatis, kind of like Acuna, kind of like Mike Trout, a combination of all 3 of those guys mixed into one. And I think the Duke archetype is more of just a pure hitter. As you can see here, you know, he's just blasting base hits through the holes, past the fielders with that 125 power. I think the anomaly is more of a game changer, but the Duke is definitely going to bring the power and the hitting to the table. I tried to steal with 70 speed and like 60-something steal attribute. Probably not the move, but I wanted to test it out. I want to see, does the Duke bring that base running ability to the game? And I don't think it will as much. I think you can get away with a couple of stolen bases if you have a pitcher that kind of is really slow to the plate. But ultimately, you know, the bats came alive here in this next game. He put up 9 runs, and that puts us at about 686 rating points. So I'm trying to win this game. Hopefully we can make it into the 700s and then play our first game on Hall of Fame difficulty. That would be nice. Here we're starting it off with Ronald Acuna. Finally waiting back on that cutter. In the first game that I lost, I was really early on outside pitches, and I was just slightly late on inside pitches. My timing was not really there, and I was not able to go the other way with pitches like this at a consistent rate. I was hitting a lot of the balls off the end of the bat. I was hitting into a couple of double plays, but that last opponent kind of did us a favor. We're going to go ahead and hop into our first game on Hall of Fame, and this guy has a 13-0 record. He sent a friendly quit, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't really want a friendly. I don't recognize this guy's name, but I do think he's going to hit a home run on the very first at-bat, and he absolutely did that. Perfect. That ball is blasted, I think, out of the stadium. I don't think that ball landed, to be honest. He does replay it. Okay, let's see how far it went exactly. So we are going to try and replay some home runs of our own as well. This guy's taking his time. Okay, all right, we're going to watch the whole thing. 478, that is an absolute bomb. I've hit one further, I think, or maybe 2 further with Mike Trout, and I think I hit one 491 or something like that at Coors Field. But that was an absolute tank. We're down 1, and we get it back with Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron's been pretty good here, and one thing I noticed is that my creative player was not wearing the number 42. I probably should have changed that. But there he rips a perfect. We're back on the anomaly archetype. And here he has 99 speed, so that's going to be an easy triple. If he doesn't have good arm strength out there, we might have had a chance at an inside-the-park home run. Maybe if we hit it softer as well. But here, we're smacking a home run. I'm definitely going to replay this one. Did not replay the first one with Hank Aaron, just because we were only up by a run. I wanted to kind of see if I can get into a rhythm before I start to antagonize this opponent a little bit. And who knows, maybe he just replayed the home run from Eric Davis because that card is brand new. I don't typically replay the home runs, but I want to watch a few. We're going to go ahead and watch a few if we can smack some out of here. There is Ronald Acuna. Fastball inside on the hands. He does have the dead red quirk. He does have night player. So those quirks are going to help with that PCI penalty and kind of moving the PCI inside off the plate as the PCI shrinks as well. But that was also kind of a lucky home run. I'm not going to lie. I was ready for a fastball, but we didn't hit it that well, and it goes out. We're going to replay it. 95 off the bat. 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds, that thing was out of here. Now we have Joe Mauer facing Emmanuel Clase, and Emmanuel Clase actually gave up a second home run to Josh Bell in that first game. Same type of pitch, too. I don't know if he's going to be the move. He does throw pretty hard, and on Hall of Fame, we're able to still pull it inside off the plate for a no-doubter. That was, I think that was more on Joe Mauer. Here with Fernando Tatis, pinch hitter, off the bench for the pitcher, going deep with a 3-run shot. I saw that cutter out of the hand pretty well. Moved the PCI from the down and in spot that I like to sit it to the up and away corner of the strike zone, and got that one. I don't know. I felt like if I was locked in at the plate like this in that first game, we might have put up, 10 runs as well. But that's sometimes how my hitting can be. Pretty inconsistent. Some innings, we'll put up a crooked number, and other games we're struggling to put up 1 run. But here, this opponent left in his position player, Mitch Haniger, to pitch, and we end up walking it off there with the mercy rule. We're going to finish off this video with some event gameplay. I've been playing for this Steve Cishek card. I'm at about 9 or 10 wins in total. And here we go, lefty-lefty with Bellinger. Bellinger has hit a lot of home runs for me, batting over 500 when facing a righty. But when facing a lefty, I've been struggling to hit lefty-lefty this year. Ronald Acuna with the perfect. Here we have Brian Reynolds as our pinch hitter. Switch hitter, always good to have on the bench. Even with lower power, he goes deep. 60 power, just had enough to get out. But once again, that last game was on All-Star in the event. But this is the updated squad here. I do have about 150,000 stubs after flipping the market a little bit. But that's going to do it for this video. The Duke Archetype is a home run machine. And hopefully you all enjoyed. Peace out.